Well, we're excited to get another Big 12 victory against a Nebraska team that, has just been decimated by injuries. And obviously, I think Corey Montgomery was just so blue-collar tonight and played a great basketball game. And on our end of the floor, I was just really proud of the fact that our team came out in the second half, made a lot of good adjustments at halftime, and we just had a lot of perimeter players, I thought, that stepped up big in the second half for us and really gave us a chance to separate ourselves from Nebraska. Our team defense, I thought, was very good on the night, and Ashley Sweat just had a tremendous game. Great balance to our game, just consistently asserted herself as a presence, and so it was a good game to be able to play around Ashley, and I think our team is learning there's a lot of different ways to win a basketball game, but it was certainly nice to see players like Shaylin step up and come off the bench and be a big factor, carry open the second half. I thought very, very aggressive and really made a statement about how we were going to compete on the offensive end in the second half, and Shaylee continues to lead our team at such an extraordinary level. So another great victory for our basketball team. We know how hard wins are to get in the Big 12, and we're excited to get another one at home.
Coach, could you talk about the difference between the first and second half, and what you said at halftime to kind of spark the team? It seemed like you guys were completely different in the second half.
Well, I think it took us a while. I'm not sure on the offensive end that play calls were really always conducive in the first half to us being the best that we could be. And so we went in at halftime and just kind of analyzed, what had gone well and what hadn't, and determined to come out in the second half with a little different approach offensively. I thought we had played fairly good defense in the first half, but I thought in the second half we really brought another level of intensity and accountability and understanding to how Nebraska wanted to play. I thought our guards locked down on a much higher level, and it was a night in which Corey was going to get X number of touches, and we understood that being locked up on everybody else. But I just liked the overall adjustments. We didn't do anything extraordinary. We just made some subtle adjustments at halftime relative to play calls, I think, as we approached the second half. And we knew defensively, I think we had another gear in us, and I thought the team brought it in the second half. But nothing really very complex. We just analyzed a little bit and understood the game better at halftime and came back out. And I really think the difference was that we were more assertive. We got away from the dribble game that I think had hurt us in the first half and began to get more of a passing game going, and that was big for us.
So anything you talked about at halftime as far as raising the energy up, or was it just something that the girls have put in themselves as far as raising the tension?
I think it was more decisions and play calls. I think we were real dribble-oriented, and you saw us pounding the ball a lot inside and pounding on the perimeter, and Nebraska had committed to diving in on our dribble. And, I think our players make great adjustments, and once we addressed it and talked about it and changed the nature of how we wanted to play and the decisions that we were going to make, we got better. And I think we got inherently more aggressive with the pass and with the cut as opposed to with the dribble, and that made us a better basketball team, I thought, in the second half. But we also had perimeter players like Spaney and Carey that stepped up big and finished big shots, and that changes the game pretty quick. You put some pressure on defense with some aggressive, quick look perimeter shots, and everything changes for you in the offensive end. So credit both Shaylin and Carey for that.